One day, a stray dog wandered the streets, searching for food and shelter. It had been living on its own for months, surviving on scraps and the kindness of a few strangers. Despite its hardships, the dog remained resilient, always hoping for a better day. As the sun began to set, the dog approached a busy road. Its hunger and exhaustion made it unaware of the dangers around it. Without realizing it, the dog stepped onto the road just as a high-speed car came rushing toward it. The driver, unable to stop in time, hit the dog. The impact sent the poor creature tumbling onto the roadside footpath. The dog lay there motionless, its body bruised and bleeding. The once vibrant animal was now covered in wounds, and its blood stained the pavement around it. People passed by, some glancing at the injured dog with pity, but none stopping to help. The busy world continued its course, indifferent to the suffering of a small, helpless creature. Just then, an old man happened to walk by. His eyes caught sight of the injured dog lying on the footpath. He paused for a moment, his heart aching at the sight before him. The old man, named Mr. Joseph, was a retired school teacher who lived alone in a small house nearby. He had always been fond of animals, and seeing the wounded dog reminded him of a pet he had lost years ago. Without hesitation, he bent down, gently touching the dog to check if it was still alive. The dog whimpered softly, a sign that it was still breathing but in great pain. Determined to help, Mr. Joseph carefully picked up the dog and carried it in his arms. The dog, though weak, felt a sense of warmth and security in the old man's embrace. He took the dog home, laying it gently on his bed. With great care, he cleaned its wounds, applied medicine, and bandaged its injuries. He also prepared a bowl of warm milk and placed it beside the dog, hoping it would regain some strength. Days passed, and the dog slowly began to heal. Joseph took care of it with love and patience, feeding it nutritious meals and ensuring it got enough rest. The dog, in return, grew attached to its savior. It would wag its tail every time Mr. Joseph entered the room, its eyes filled with gratitude. As time went on, the dog fully recovered. It became more energetic and playful, following Mr. Joseph wherever he went. They developed a deep bond, becoming inseparable companions. Every evening, they would go to the park together, enjoying the fresh air and the company of one another. One fateful evening, as Mr. Joseph was returning from the market, he found himself in trouble. A group of thugs approached him, blocking his path. They demanded his money and valuables, pushing and shoving the elderly man. He tried to resist, but he was too weak to fight back. Just as the situation seemed dire, the dog appeared. It had sensed that something was wrong and rushed to Mr. Joseph's aid. Without hesitation, the dog lunged at the attackers, barking fiercely and biting them. The thugs, caught off guard by the sudden attack, panicked and fled the scene. Joseph, though shaken, was unharmed thanks to his loyal companion. Tears welled up in Mr. Joseph's eyes as he hugged the dog tightly. He realized that the kindness he had shown to the dog had come back to him in the form of protection and loyalty. From that day forward, their bond grew even stronger. They continued their daily walks, enjoying each other's company, knowing that they would always be there for one another. Their story became known in the neighborhood, inspiring many to show kindness to stray animals. Joseph and his dog lived happily together, proving that love, compassion, and loyalty could create the most beautiful friendships.